are you wearing a Houston Astros t-shirt?
Um, I grew up in Houston. So, yeah, when I was 15, my dad decided that the whole family needed to move to Houston. And so I lived in Houston for, God, for almost 10 years. And yeah, actually, Houston is the setting of my second novel, which I guess we shouldn't talk about today because we're here to talk about the first novel. But yes, I am from Houston and I love Houston. I love the Astros. That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Can you tell us about chapter 1?
Chapter 1 is the origin story of our two main characters, Ben and Jin. And as you can guess, eventually they fall in love and a bunch of stuff happens. And that really is the whole point of the book. But yeah, this is how it all started. And what I can say about it is, as a short story, it reads like some sort of a sinister love story because it's very obvious that Ben is already married, but it's love at first sight, So he saw Jin, and immediately he felt like, oh, I have to have them. And just so happens, his friend Russ is really good at planning these things. He's a really good strategist for picking up women. So his friend Russ gives him a good game plan to seduce Jin. But that in itself is a disaster waiting to happen because Ben is already married. Yeah, that's the whole point of this chapter, I guess, is to introduce you to Ben, Jin, and Russ, and then also give you a view of the disaster that could potentially happen.
Russ appears for the first time. Can you tell us more about the character?
Yeah, Russ was meant to represent the tragic expat story. So I heard many tragic expat stories. People who come here thinking they're gonna find gold and walk away rich. Instead, Shanghai tears them up and they walk away broken. I've seen that too many times. So Russ is a representation of that particular type of expat that had existed here. I don't see those around much anymore because the expat population has dwindled so much. So yeah, the sad expat stories have proportionally decreased as well. But I wrote Russ into the story because I wanted to capture those tragedies and kind of give them a place in a book so that somebody remembers what happened to all these tragic souls. Shanghai to
You pick Brown-Eyed Girl as the soundtrack.
I think Brown Eyed Girl is the soundtrack and the title for this chapter because if you listen carefully, Brown Eyed Girl was written completely in the past tense, and that was the hint I was trying to give in that this very romantic opening, this very sort of star-crossed lovers type of beginning, or you could say just as love at first sight type relationship. It was all in the past. So really trying to foreshadow what happens to Ben and Jin down the road. Again, if you're picking up this book, you should already know that it's a sad story. Doesn't have a happy ending. And so picking Brown Eyed Girl, I mean, yeah, this bit of ecstatic initial infatuation with each other and liking each other is very soon to become the past for these two main characters.
Have a favorite part of the chapter.
I wrote the chapter, so it's really hard for me to say, a favorite part. It's kind of like trying to pick a favorite child, right? But nonetheless, I guess there's one particular moment in the chapter that I'm proud of as a writer, which is the very last lines. So what happened was Jin basically fell into Ben's seduction trap and wrote down her phone number for him on a post-it, but using a red pen. And what I said was, I'm paraphrasing now, I can't remember the exact word. What I said was, red is the universal color for both desire and danger, but Ben chose to only see the desire at that particular point in time. So yeah, I think pat myself on the back. I think that is a little bit of poetic writing. It's something that I'm proud of for this chapter.